Zimbabwe's controversial constitutional amendment bill number 3 moves to committee stage after opposition fails to call for division. Right, but in Zimbabwe, what is happening? In a major legislative development with far-reaching political implications, Zimbabwe's highly contested constitutional amendment bill number 3, CAB3, has advanced to the committee stage in the National Assembly. The bill passed unanimously earlier this afternoon, yesterday afternoon, following a critical tactical failure by opposition lawmakers who neglected to call for a formal division of the House to vote against the legislative changes. The advancement of the bill represents a significant milestone for the Mnangagwa faction, despite record-breaking fierce late-night debates in the lower house leading up to the session. Around 30 members of parliament, MPs, were reportedly opposed to the bill in its entirety. Under standard parliamentary procedure, the presiding officer first gauges the will of the House through a verbal voice vote, a yes or a no's. If lawmakers contest the ruling, they must call for a division of the House, a formal mechanism where bells are rung to summon all lawmakers' doors are locked, and MPs must physically align on opposite sides of the chamber to record an exact, verified tally of votes. Because opposition MPs failed to demand this physical tally, the bill sailed through the second reading stage without a formal recorded opposition vote. Observers speculate that opposition lawmakers opted out of calling a division due to a severe lack of numbers in the chamber. Following recalls engineered by Sengezo Chabangu, the ruling ZANU-PF party commands a comfortable parliamentary majority, leaving the remaining opposition poorly positioned to halt the legislative machinery through numerical voting alone. Right, security fears and high tension. So, the parliamentary session took place under a cloud of intense political tension and heavy security presence. Late last night, prominent political figure Knox Chivero reportedly issued a stern public warning advising lawmakers to avoid the parliament precinct entirely. So this was the other night, not Yazurwe, right? Cautioning that there would be consequences and that MPs should avoid becoming casualties. Despite these warnings, both ZANU-PF and Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC lawmakers, attended the session in large numbers, likely reassured by the massive deployment of state security surrounding the parliament buildings. So, with the second reading successfully passed, the National Assembly is now dissolved into a committee of the whole House. This third phase of the legislative process allows for a conversational, meticulous, clause-by-clause examination of the proposed constitutional alterations. During this stage, ministers and MPs can propose specific textual changes, additions or deletions, with the committee voting on each individual clause. Once completed, the finalized draft will be reported back to the House before a final third reading requires a strict 2/3 majority to officially pass the lower house. The entire process must then be repeated in the upper house, the Senate, before being sent to the President for assent. While the battle over constitutional amendment, Bill number 3, is far from over, the ruling party's firm grip on the parliamentary floor makes it highly unlikely that opposition debates alone will be enough to derail its passage. Zimbabwe, this is an update. This is what's happening to the public through the lens the Mnangagwa faction wants the Zimbabwean to see, through the lens the Zimbabwean government as of right now wants Zimbabweans to see. So takupai ka update, stay tuned, change chupai more updates. Ndino wenyu super Nexus pamzinda wevanhu. Uri kutuona pa The Mtapa Times, subscribe, like the video. Uri kutuona pa Facebook, pa Inside Africa Network, do the same. Thank you for watching. Peace.